Yesterday we have seen the case of periodic wave function and also what is wave function. And I think the basics behind the wave function already that is clear to you, what types of waves we have, and even if we are talking about the particular waves, then what is their subtypes, that like longitudinal wave and transverse wave, that is all clear to you. And even we have discussed what is the periodic function and what is harmonic function. Even I just gave you some brief for that. The case of function, I think that is also clear to you. If any a variable that is dependent on the other variable, then the first variable is known as the function of the other variable. Simple, that is clear to you. And in case of periodic wave motion, obviously you know that the case of periodic oscillation means if a particle repeats its path after a certain interval of time or after a fixed distance, then that type of motion is called periodic motion. And obviously if wave is following that motion, then that motion for the wave is periodic wave motion. And the function represented or function used to represent the periodic wave function, that is called periodic wave motion, that is called periodic wave function. And we have even seen the case, even if we add some multiple of time period to the time, then there will be no change in the function. And also if we add some multiple of wavelength to the distance, then there will be no change. Still, because the reason is that after that distance or after that interval of time, the displacement is same as it was before. So there is no change in the displacement, that's why you can change it. There is no change in function, and also you can say that the motion is repeating itself after a certain interval of time or distance. Now the next case is here we have to study, that is the case of harmonic wave function. As in case of oscillations, we have studied the case of harmonic waves. I have just told you that here in case of oscillations we will study only the harmonic functions or harmonic oscillations. So harmonic oscillations are those in which we are just describing the motion or of the particle by some trigonometrical function. So here for the description of the motion we are using trigonometrical function. Then such types of oscillatory motion, that was called harmonic oscillation. And if we are talking about the simple the wave motion that is constituted by the harmonic oscillation, that are known as harmonic wave motion. Clear? So if in the wave motion the particles are executing harmonic oscillations, then that type of wave that is constituted due to vibrations of harmonic means particles that are in harmonic, then that is known as harmonic wave motion. Then obviously we will need a function to represent the harmonic wave motion, or obviously if a wave is constituted here due to the oscillation, obviously due to harmonic oscillation energy transfer will take place, means a wave will constitute. Then due to construction of wave, obviously we need to write a wave function for this, for the displacement of the particle that is constituting simple harmonic motion. Clear? So I think there is no confusion when we are talking about the harmonic wave motion, because here in this chapter we will again study only the case of harmonic wave function, not any other case, like we have studied the case of harmonic oscillations in the chapter oscillations here. Clear? So for the harmonic wave motion, as we need sine trigonometrical function, and in trigonometrical function we have used sine or cosine functions here. So again we will use sine or cosine function in place of function f. And here suppose that in case y, we are just showing that this is represented by the function of x and t, and also we have seen, we have just represented this by of x plus minus dt. Okay? So we have just represented the wave function by the help of velocity and distance or time, then with the help of this equation. Then when we are talking about the harmonic wave function, then in that case this f will be replaced by sine or cosine function, and this augment of sine or cosine, that will be replaced by 2 pi by lambda x plus minus b by t. Means f we will replace it by sine or cosine, and this factor we will replace while talking about the harmonic wave motion. It will be replaced by the numerator, that will be equal to 2 pi by lambda x plus minus b by t. Clear? So I think in this topic there is no confusion at all while we are talking about the harmonic wave motion, as you already know that we have to represent it by some trigonometric function. So what will be the now function we will have after putting these all things? So here this y, that can be represented now something r, that is just like the constant, and this f, in the place of f we can write sine here, and here 2 pi by lambda x plus minus bt. So this is the wave function, harmonic wave function, that is obtained by putting some values on the wave function that we have obtained. Clear? And you can also use in place of sine cosine also. So we can also represent a harmonic wave function by cosine function, that will be equal to 2 pi by lambda x plus minus bt. So these are the equation, and also suppose that if wave is moving, then if there is any phase change takes place due to that, and also phase, concept of phase I have just explained you in previous chapter. So if any phase change is taking place while wave is moving, then in that case you can add here that phase phi also, or phi 0 you can write. So if you add this phase, then this phi 0 is known as initial phase, and also means initially the, suppose that initially phase is phi 0, and also if it is continuously moving, wave is moving, and phi is changing, means phase is changing, then this phi will change with the change in velocity, with the change in distance, or with the change in time, obviously. So means if position of particle that is changing, then obviously its phase will change according to that. Clear? So this is the harmonic wave function. I think that is clear to you. There is no confusion at all. We have just changed something in the wave function, like f is changed by sine or cosine function, and this factor is changed by this. Clear? Now let's see whether the harmonic wave function that are periodic or not. So you know that to be periodic there must be a condition, means if we add some in multiple of lambda to this distance x, then there should not be any change in this function, so it will call the periodic wave function. Or if we add some multiple of time period into this time, then there should not be any change in this periodic function. So let's see that whether it is correct or not, whether the harmonic wave motion that is periodic in nature or not. It should be periodic, because you know that harmonic oscillations that are periodic in nature always, so it should be, but still let's see, we can prove it, we can see it easily. So for this, let's replace x by x plus lambda. First we just want to see here the if fixed interval of distance that is added to it, whether there will be some change in it or not. So y will be r sine 2 pi by lambda x plus lambda plus bt. Suppose that here only I am taking the concept of plus here. Actually guys, one more thing that we have to correct here, that is here's bt minus x will be actually in the equation. Actually you can take it also, but there is no problem at all in that case, because you know that this x can be changed according to this, means here plus minus sign can be changed, means if in x direction it is moving, then you can take plus x. If in y direction means in negative x direction it is moving, then you can take negative x here. So here the sign should be applied. So here also there it will be plus minus x, and also in this case just take vt minus, suppose that I am taking vt minus x, and this minus x will be in that time when it is propagating in positive x direction, and if the wave is propagating in negative x direction, then here will be plus sign. So don't be confused with it. It is just opposite way, and minus sign will be there if wave is propagating in positive x direction. So suppose that wave is propagating in positive x direction, and now we just replaced x by some x plus lambda. Then let's see what is the effect. You can also take plus minus sign, but still just for simplification I have just taken only negative sign here. So this will be finally vt minus x plus lambda. Clear? Now this will be r sign. Just multiply this factor in all these things and also apply here negative sign. So it will be 2 pi by lambda vt minus, if you multiply in this, then it will be 2 pi by lambda upon x. Then we can just write it in this way. There is no confusion at all in this. If you multiply these two, then after that you can take common this factor, this will be there. And if you multiply this factor in this, actually not plus, here minus sign will be, and to the multiplication lambda will be cancelled out, and it will be finally obtained this. Now here concept that is you are seeing, that is sign, if you just take the minus sign outside, okay, then you can see here sign or sign minus theta. The value of sign minus theta is minus of sign theta, and also the value of 2 pi minus theta, value of 2 pi minus theta is also minus sin theta. So with the help of that you can easily understand what will, or again just let's see in one more line so that there should not be any confusion. So minus, we can write here 2 pi minus 2 pi by lambda vt minus x. Clear? So here we are seeing that sin minus theta, something which here, and obviously the value of minus sin minus theta is equal to minus of sin theta. Clear? And now we are seeing that here the value, that is sin 2 pi minus theta. Sin 2 pi minus theta, its value is minus sin theta again, and if you will solve it finally, then if you put minus sin theta only, then this equation that will be obtained, that will be equal to this value total. So this will be equal to sin 2 pi by lambda vt minus x. Clear? So it means that if we add something, the multiple of lambda in the x, then there will be no change in the function, in the harmonic wave function that we are using to represent harmonic wave motion. It means that it is periodic in distance. Clear? Means its path will repeat itself after a certain interval of distance. Simple, after a certain distance. Clear? So it is periodic in distance. Then let's see whether it is periodic in time also or not. So for time also we need to add some multiple of time period into this time t. So suppose that we are taking that multiple one, means we are adding only time period t to this time. So just replace time t by t plus capital T. Then let's see that what will be the change in the harmonic wave function here. So the harmonic wave function that we have, that is y is equal to just for simplification. After that you can take actually solve it by using plus also, that is easy than it, and also you can take plus minus sign both for the simplification. So if suppose that we are just replacing t by some t plus t, some integral multiple of time period t, and now let's see whether this wave function will be affected or unaffected by this addition. So for that, let's say y is equal to r sine 2 pi by lambda. This will be v t plus capital T minus x. And now let's solve it again. This is r sine 2 pi by lambda vt plus 2 pi by lambda v into capital T minus 2 pi by lambda into x. Clear? Just multiply this all. After that, let's just take common between these two factors. So this will be obtained 2 pi by lambda dt minus x, this two, and plus these two factor in which you know that lambda is equal to v into t. If any function that is, or any wave that is completing one complete revolution, clear, or one complete oscillation, then you know that the in time taken by to complete one oscillation, that is time period, and also the distance that is covered by the particle to complete one, or displacement, you can see that distance displacement in one oscillation, that is known as wavelength of the wave. So here the wavelength lambda, and suppose that this wave is moving with velocity v. So if you multiply this v with into t, then it will be equal to lambda. So here this v and to t, that is equal to lambda. So if you put the value lambda here in place of v into t, then this lambda will be cancelled out with this. Then finally we will obtain here 2 pi. Here. Now we can see that here again a thing obtained, that is sine 2 pi plus theta. It is, let's take equal to theta. So sine 2 pi plus theta, you know that by the quadrant you can solve it very easily. Sine 2 pi plus theta, its value is sine theta. So finally what can we obtain? So the value that is finally obtained, that will be equal to this value. Obviously sine 2 pi plus theta, that is equal to sine theta. So sine theta is obtained here. Means we just obtained the original harmonic wave function after the addition of the multiple of integral multiple of time period to the time t. Then there is no change in the harmonic wave function. So you know that you are saying that this is the concept of periodic wave function. Means if the wave repeat itself, the values of displacement is repeating itself after a certain interval of time or after a fixed distance, then it is known as periodic. And this thing is satisfying here. Here we have just added some time interval, and there is no effect in the to the displacement of the wave after this addition of this time interval. It means that it is repeating its path, repeating its displacement again after this time interval. Then obviously this is periodic in time, and also we have just already proved that it is also periodic in distance. Then obviously this harmonic wave function, that will be also the periodic function. So this question can be asked to you, prove that harmonic wave functions are periodic wave function. So with the help of these types of proof, you can easily prove it, very easily you can prove it. So I think guys, there is no confusion while proving the harmonic wave function that are also periodic wave function. Obviously you know already that harmonic oscillations are periodic because they are just repeating their path after the certain interval of time or after a fixed distance. And here also we have proved it mathematically by the help of the concept of wave functions easily. So in case of wave motion, you can just explain it very easily. Then harmonic wave function, that are also the periodic wave function. So the next concept that we have to study, that is the equation of a plane progressive wave. And we have already known here the harmonic wave function, that is periodic in nature. And now let's see if suppose that a harmonic wave means in the wave that particles that are executing simple harmonic motion, if that is propagating in the medium, then what is the equation of that harmonic wave? Even we have just studied that equation. I have just told you the function that through which we can just represent the harmonic wave motion. Then how can we prove it? Actually, you can see that also with the help of harmonic oscillations or simple harmonic motion. Clear? So here we are just going to take the example of simple harmonic motion only, guys. I'm not going to take the example of damped or forced, as we have done that also in the case of oscillation chapter. We have just taken the examples of simple harmonic motion. Here also we will do the same thing. So if suppose that in any system particles that are oscillating, they are executing simple harmonic motion, then in that case, if due to their simple harmonic motion wave is constituting and that wave is progressive wave, means that is propagating in some direction, then what is the displacement at a particular time, at a particular distance of that particular progressive wave or harmonic wave. So suppose that if the wave that is propagating along the positive x direction, and also this wave is we are taking obviously the harmonic wave, then we will take the sine or cosine wave. So this is sine wave that I am taking. If you will take cosine wave, then that will start from here. Clear? So sine wave for simplification, let's take it. And in this direction we have just taken this is the displacement and this is time t. Sorry, okay, this is time t. There is no confusion at all. With the actually first of all, let's see the distance x. After that we will take some time. See, this is positive x direction and this is time line. Clear? Now it's okay. So here we have just taken the displacement time graph, nothing else. So if displacement time graph you will take, then you know that the simple harmonic motion that can be represented by, means the particle that is executing simple harmonic motion, its displacement that is given by something a sine omega t, or if this is a is amplitude of the motion, harmonic oscillation, this is omega is the angular frequency of the harmonic oscillation. Clear? So here these two factors we have used, and that is also the displacement at a particular time t. Clear? Because in case of oscillation, that the position of the object that was fixed, the mean position is fixed and particle is just oscillating to and fro motion. In this in the case of wave, as due to their oscillation, a wave is moving, constituting, that is also moving forward in the positive x direction. Clear? I think there is no confusion. And initially suppose that the wave started to move from here, means here everywhere the number of particles are here, and also due to their oscillation, means due to their simple harmonic oscillation, this wave is constituting and this wave is traveling here. So suppose here after some time this distance is small x, and this is the displacement direction y, and suppose this wave is traveling with the velocity something v. Now this equation we have here, this y is dependent on t only, and because initially we are taking the condition, so in initial wave you can take that here x is 0 and t is something. Clear? In the function way you can write it, and suppose after some time t, it reaches from point from O to P, means it covered a distance small x. And also you know that when a wave is propagating or in simple harmonic motion, the phase difference is continuously that is changing, and if phase is changing, then obviously we will obtain some phase difference between these 2 points O and P. Suppose that phase difference is phi, that will be obtained. So at that point, this point P, means after traveling a distance x, what will be the displacement of the particle, as we are seeing that the displacement of wave that is changing continuously with some variation in distance or with some time t, then obviously and this displacement is changing, and also the phase of the oscillation that is changing, so obviously we will get some phase difference, and if it will depend now this particular distance x and this distance time t taken to reach here this point P. Clear, I think. And we are now talking about the point P. Here this is when we were talking for the point O. Clear. Then at this point this will be equal to a sin omega t minus phi. Clear. I think in this section there is no confusion at all. And now you know that phase difference that is equal to 2 pi by lambda into path difference. So there is a relationship between phase difference and path difference also. Phase difference means the phases that is at point O and at point P, and also the path difference means the path at here, and the path means the path traveled by the particle from O to P. Simple, this is the path difference. And here x is equal to 0, here at point P x equal to x, so path difference will be equal to x. So we can write here phi will be equal to, means phase difference that will be equal to, initially the phase we have taken that is 0, and at this point we have taken phase phi, so phase difference is phi minus 0, that is phi. And here path difference is in the same way, here x equal to 0, here this is x, then path difference is x finally. So you can write here 2 pi by lambda into path difference. So replace this factor phi by this term here. So finally what will be get, that will be equal to a sin omega t minus 2 pi by lambda into x. So this factor we can replace this. Now you can replace also omega here. So just replace it. So what will we get? Finally we will get y xt, that will be equal to a sin 2 pi by t. You know that already angular frequency that is equal to omega is equal to 2 pi nu, and nu equal to 1 by t. You can replace it by easily by in this form, 2 pi by t into t minus 2 pi by lambda into x. Now let's just take common 2 pi by lambda. Then here lambda will be multiplied, then you can write here lambda by t into t minus something x. Clear? And if you see in one complete rotation, then what will be the distance traveled by the particle or displacement, that is total equal to lambda or the wavelength, and the time taken to complete one oscillation, that is time period t. Then if you take the lambda by t, that will be equal to the velocity of the wave here. So we can replace this factor lambda by t by the velocity of the wave, and finally we will obtain an expression for the plane progressive wave. So this equation that will be a sin 2 pi by lambda dt minus x. Now you can see that this is just like the same as we have discussed while we were discussing the harmonic wave function. So from here you can understand from how can we derive this, the function for the harmonic wave motion. Clear? And this is when we are taking that the plane wave is propagating, or plane wave is just moving in positive x direction. If suppose that wave is propagating in negative x direction, in that case here negative minus x you will take. Obviously minus x will be there, then this will be comes with vt plus x. So there will be no change, only the sign convention that will be changed while we are the plane is just wave is propagating in positive x direction or in negative x direction easily. So with the help of the simple harmonic oscillation, we can prove the displacement for the plane progressive wave, that is also the simple harmonic wave. Obviously, in the harmonic wave, particles are executing simple harmonic motion. Then with the help of simple harmonic motion equation, we can easily prove, if suppose that simple harmonic motion that is in the motion, then what will be the displacement of it. So for in the motion, the displacement at any time, at any distance, we can calculate it by this equation easily. And there is another form of this equations also, so that will be the rest of the things we will discuss in next class. So I think today we have discussed the harmonic wave function, even we have just proved the harmonic wave function as periodic wave function, and how can we derive an expression for the plane progressive wave. I think that is clear to you. So rest of the things we will discuss in next class. So let's end the class here guys today. Thank you.